Now, as Republicans are also expected to officially choose formally for Donald Trump as their official nominee, we also spoke with a few Kansas Republicans. Now we'll bring in KAKE senior political reporter Pilar Pedraza with a look at the impact this weekend and all this is having at the RNC. Pilar.
Well, for the last few decades, the national conventions have become very scripted, few surprises, and everyone knowing what comes next. They often turn into more of a party to celebrate the nominee than anything else. But with an attempted assassination coming just days before the convention opened, there are some definite changes this year in thought as well as security.
The events of the past weekend really have unsettled everything. I mean, it's what everybody's talking about. And none of the previous conventions I've attended have had anything like that in the run-up to the convention.
And Kansas Attorney General Chris Kobach knows his political conventions. This is his fifth one. Much like Deanne Graham from Sedgwick County, it's her fifth as well. Both of them have noticed something different, despite the Secret Service saying it wasn't going to change security plans after Saturday's attempted assassination.
There is a difference. In past conventions, there was never a security officer on the bus of each delegation as they come into and out of the convention site.
You don't walk a single block without seeing a dozen or 24 officers, whether it's Secret Service or if it's local police officers or Sheriff Department, National Guard. I feel very safe here.
And they expect more changes as politicians rush to update their speeches, taking into account last weekend's events.
We in America can disagree about everything from energy policy to education, but let's just disagree in a friendly way.
I think that's what makes our country so great, is that we can all think differently, believe differently, vote differently, but we can still be friends and respect one another.
For some like Deanne, it's made watching the national conventions more important than ever.
I think it's really important for viewers to tune in and to listen to the speeches, to listen to what the message is. I think it's just really important that we learn as much as we can and then exercise that right to vote.
Meanwhile, Kobach said the Democratic National Convention could be more interesting than the RNC. If President Biden drops out of the race, the delegates there would actually have the job of picking the new candidate. Whereas this week, well, we all know who's going to be giving the acceptance speech Thursday evening. Pilar Pedraza, KAKE News, on your side.